Hello and welcome back to another video on the channel, and today I'm telling Reddit stories, and this is basically what we're going to do every Sunday. Alright, so let's get into the video. This is a Reddit, which basically I'm reading teacher stories, and yeah, I think they're pretty interesting, so we're gonna read, I don't know, maybe 5, and yeah, so let's get into it. Uh, I'm not a teacher, but I do still work with students, and one of them had the nerve to look me dead in the eye and ask, why would it be a bad idea to eat an entire marker? They were only 11 years old. And a fourth grader asked me for a high five by saying a little slappy to make daddy happy. I did not give him a high five. Bro, this is very weird. Already it's kind of strange. I mean, if I'm asking for a high five, I'm just asking for a high five. But I mean, on to the next stories. Right, that was already 2, and they're short stories. So yeah. Alright, next story. A student during break had her head in her arms and was shaking a bit, so I asked the kid next to her what was wrong, and the kid dead stared right into my eyes and said, I'm dead inside. I've never seen an 8-year-old so depressed. Alright, on to the next story, alright? Don't worry, I'll go first. I have a few 17-year veteran stories. This one takes place a couple years ago, was cringeworthy. I coached a cross-country team, and we always invited new 6th graders to summer workouts. I never knew these kids, as they are not new to our building. A kid showed up, and I noticed he had a rather odd hairstyle. Hard to describe, but it was a kind of combed, weird, and almost patchy. It looked almost though once we, kind of like a bowl cut. Once we started running slash jogging, I ran up and ran up to him to be nice and said, "Hey, that's a cool hairstyle he did. He did it." His response was, "Oh no, it's not a style. I have a discolored called applica." I immediately realized that I had done an Italian just horrible job. Oh, sorry. Well, it looks cool. And we kept running. He was fine with it. I apologized more properly later. I told him I really did think it was a hairstyle and not to make fun of him. Laughed it off. Okay. Uh, that was a pretty interesting story, but it is what it is. Alright, next story. This dude was subbing for the class that I was that I was the teacher's pet in, and we straight up revolted against him. I don't remember exactly what it was that caused me to snap from just trying to get through the class activity, trying to not cause any trouble, but we ended up making him walk away and not finish out the day. Damn, you must have been a pretty bad student, and yeah. I'm sorry, by the way, if the words sound bad. I'm using a crappy microphone, but yeah. If it sounds bad, it's because my microphone's being bad. Okay, I'm sorry. Thank you guys for watching this video. Tell me if you like these Reddit videos. I mean, they were pretty fun to make. I'm not gonna lie, and I have a lot more I want to make, but I probably won't do the teacher one again. I didn't really have as much fun as I think I would have had if I knew how to work Reddit. But yeah. Thank you guys for watching. It's my first video, so it's kind of bad quality. But yeah. I'm gonna make probably more because I think they're pretty fun to make. But yeah. Thank you guys for watching. I really do appreciate it. Like, subscribe, turn on notifications, subscribe to the main channel. We're almost at 120 subs, and yeah. Welcome back to another video. Welcome back to another video on the channel. Today we are we're looking at some funny stories on Reddit. And you know what? I thought this would be a more relaxed Reddit And know what? We're just looking at some funny stories. So yeah, let's get straight into these funny stories. One day in college, the teacher had stapled answer sheets to the back of every test by mistake. A few minutes after passing the test around, his phone rang and stepped out. Everyone had noticed to answer the sheets and decided that we we would all use it to use it, tear it off of it. Hopefully, not notice. So I checked each of the answers, and they were all correct except for the last one. We were to draw a floor chart for a process. I checked the answer sheet. Answer will vary. I drew my floor chart, tore off the answer sheet, and walked to the podium to turn in my test. When I got to the podium, I had to know I needed to see what everyone else had drawn for their floor chart. Everyone, quote unquote, everyone answer will vary. Everyone had written that on their tests. I don't remember what the teacher did about it. Honestly, that's just pure stupidness. That's basically like the teacher putting the answer and then she putting her name on the name sheet and then you putting her name. That's just the IQ of this college class. Keep in mind these people are in college, so that's already sad enough. I'm not gonna lie. Next story. The fact that you check the answer sheet to ensure is correct was impressive. Reminds me of when people wanted to check my answers. In particular college class, the teacher graded on a curve that ended up 100%, was about 500 of 700 possible points. This ended up meaning for me that I could get 0 on the final and still get an A in the class. I decided to take the final away because I had another class that day, so I couldn't just take the whole day off. And I had a friend in the class that the teacher told us we could work on a final group, but then I decided that the whole class could work on a final on the final together. So the class is going about by reading questions 1 together, then everyone search independently for the answer until finds an answer to the class. Then they would move to question 2, and so on and so on. Decide that was too slow for me, so I moved ahead answer 6 and find the answer on my own. When the class finishes question 5, I announce the answer to 6 is B, but for some reason the class decides they need to check my answer. By that time, I already was working on different questions, didn't remember where I got my answer. So for the next one that I announced for class, I made sure to announce where I found my answer. From then, no one questioned me. Know what? That's pretty impressive if you're that smart, but I guess we can't all be that smart. Um, uh, but yeah, for the final story, high school junior year, first day of class, teacher walks in. Uh, an older, wrinkly guy with a stash and a little weird looking. His shirt is too tucked in on the sides. Everyone getting the wrong creepy vibe from this guy. He starts going through attendance, not looking up the whole time. Then he gets my name, starts and stops, looks, scans room at me. Mister, and then my digits. I'm glad you're here. How's your family? Is your little sister still playing the piano? It's a model ship still on the dresser. Your room still blue. I'm shocked and horrified. I can't find the word to respond. The creeper just described my family's room. I sleep at night, and of course, it's only been a week. Then he goes back to attendance. That's already creepy. I wouldn't say that funny, but let's finish it. But anyway, the next day I find out an old crazy guy's and my uncle's best friend, and my dad decided to pull a prank on me for the first day. The teacher wasn't so crazy looking the rest of the year. He shaved his pedo stash, dressed better, stopped making his eyes twitch. Thank you guys for watching this video. Leave a like, subscribe, turn on notifications. I really do like making these funny videos on Reddit. Yeah, so hope you guys do enjoy, and yeah, I'll see you tomorrow with another video. Follow me on Twitch, subscribe to the main channel, and yeah, peace.